Hello everyone, this is SES and I'm here training on Plaza. This is probably my least favorite map and is very symmetrical in the layout like Express. Let's get to it. This is your Colossus spawn as seen by the sign there. Here is your palm tree. This building here is the info building. Watch out for tack inserts and other players camping in here in games such as Domination, Search and Destroy, and such to get to your objective quicker. Up top here you have your top of Dales. There are many players that will use these various vantage points to get easy kills on you if you're not looking. This is Dales itself, a very useless building in my opinion unless you're just trying to hold down the spawn. If that's so, you'll definitely want a team member in there. Now this entire middle area we broke up much like the map Overflow. This is your front of Dales. And over here this is your wooden cross. Watch out for campers in these various dark corners. Here's your wooden cross planter. You can get all the way to the end and lay down in front of this wall. If you do so, you can kind of pop up and kill people as you hear them walk by. This is Debo, half of the map. This is a very high traffic area. In Hardpoint, there is a hardpoint that does spawn in here. If you're not controlling Luna, you're more than likely controlling Debo, and if you're not controlling either, then you're in trouble. This is the front of Debo right up here, much like the front of Dales. This is part of this whole middle area. You go to the back, you have your Debo loop. If you're running the flag and capture, as long as your team has Debo locked down, you're fairly safe once you get back here. Although if the other team has it, probably want to go to the Luna section of the map. This is your stone cross planter, much like the wooden cross, although if you see over here, the cross is stone. Now with this cross, you can easily see anyone trying to camp in these corners because of all the bright lights that surround it. This is your front of Geely. It does include from right here, the section of the street here, and all the way around the building, the back over here by this other sign. Up here is your top of Geely. Again, other players will use these vantage points to get easy kills on you if you're not looking, much like the top of Dales. But the inside building of Geely itself is a little different. For one, a hardpoint does spawn in here, and it is a little differently set up, but not too different. And again, if you're trying to hold this spawn, definitely want this building. Here's Corbin. Much like Info, players will attack inserts and camp this building if they're trying to get easy spawn kills on you in games like Capture the Flag, where your spawn doesn't shift. This is your Corbin spawn here. As you can see, there is no special sign up on the side. And of course you have your rock in the middle there. This is your Choi building. There isn't much to be said about this. There's a lot of cover if you're trying to kind of hold your spawn down. And if you're holding this, it could be potentially great for you if you're running and capture the flag. Now this is the front of Choi. As you can see, this little black line kind of separates Geely and Choi, the fronts of them. This is your square or rectangle lounge, so you can see by all the different shapes of squares and rectangles under the glass walkway here. Now, if you don't have control of Debo, this is one of the areas you want to control in order to run back to your spawn and get easy access to the other side of the map. This hallway back here is your bathrooms. Again, this is a very secluded area, and if you're controlling this, you probably have easy access to your spawn. Coming here, this is Luna itself, the biggest area of this map in my opinion. You have a headquarters, you can run through here quickly, you have a search and destroy spawn, a hardpoint spawn, and watch out for people using this as cover. As you can see, you can easily see to the triangle lounge over there, and if you go to the other side, you can easily see to the rectangle lounge, and all they can see is your head. This here is your triangle lounge, as you can see by the different shaped triangles under the glass walkway here. Much like the rectangle one, it's easy to run through here if you're controlling it, otherwise it's going to be a little tricky. Much like the bathrooms, you have this little tunnel back here, which we call the maintenance tunnel. It's the same way as the bathrooms, just a little bit of a different texture going to it. And watch out for people kind of camping in here and controlling the spawn. Out here you have Agora. Again, Agora. There's another one in Aftermath, and a couple other maps. Hardpoint does spawn in here, but other than that, there's not much to it. Much like Choi, it will have a front around this little black line here, which separates the front of Dales and the front of Agora. And the last two callouts are over by Luna. Here you have your coat room, as you can see by all the various coats behind the counter here. Watch out for people using this pillar here as cover or to hide a claymore to get you. And right out here, you have your front of Luna. Much like the front of Debo, it is cut off by this little metal pole here. That's how you can tell the two differences between Debo and Luna. This was Phantom. Thank you for watching. Check out the other maps that I've done before, and please subscribe for more to come.
She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Oh no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Though you know, I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.